Hi guys and gals, Froggy here. This is my 2004 Lexus IS 300. I'm going to show you how I polish out the headlight lenses on this. They're probably never been done. I would say they've never been done. And we'll start off by taping. I'm going to try and shoot most of this from the tripod. It seems to come out better. I might have to take the camera off to give you a close-up, or we'll see how it goes. But first off, we're going to do some taping. What I've got here is ISC racer tape. A lot of people will say you need to get the blue painter's tape. That stuff is ridiculously expensive. This is 200. I forget if it's 200 feet for $6. It doesn't leave a residue. This is not like duct tape. Don't confuse it with duct tape. It doesn't leave a residue. It sticks real good. Of course, it's mostly for high-speed automotive applications, but I'd rather waste some of this just masking off to do a headlight polish rather than spend that stupid money on the blue painter's tape. Anyway, tape it off. Almost any kind of tape you want. I would not use duct tape because it leaves a real nasty white sticky residue. This goes around corners good, if you know what I mean. See how it just kind of bent it around the corner. There's a pretty big gap here. Not so big down there. A pretty big gap, so it's not hard to tape it off. I'm going to use some microfiber towels, and this is just an all-purpose cleaner, Purple Power, diluted 50%. Just want to start off by cleaning it up, see what we've got to work with. I don't have the lights on. I've got a big light in the back there, if you happen to wonder about that. Okay, I can see a lot of pitting. You know, that's from sand, dirt, little bitty rocks, whatever, that come up and hit there. The discoloration from sunlight basically is not too bad. So mostly what we're dealing with here is the pitting. We're going to use an abrasive process, different polishing compounds, and then at the end I've also got a special treatment that I'm going to put on there. So let me get my tool out, and we'll start out with some polish. Well, this is my Porta cable 7424. It's a variable speed, and it's a random orbit polisher, 6-inch pads. And what I'm going to use today, I've got medium cut. That's probably too much. I've got fine cut, and I've got some micro finishing, and then I've also got some plastics, which is probably a little finer even than this one. So I'm going to take 3 passes. The key to this is the speed you get with a tool instead of trying to use your hand and your elbow grease. It just works a lot better if you have a tool. They have some tools you can put on an electric drill, and that's fine also, but not as good as this one. This one I can dial the speed in till I can see that the compound is working. And by working, I mean it's not burning the plastic of the headlight lens, but it's cutting it. Cutting means some abrasion is happening. So let me set this up. Just put a pad on like this. It's just Velcro. I'll have to center it up nice, and then I'll start that. We'll start with some fine cut. You want to dab the polishing compound, dab it on to your pad, and from there pad onto the surface where you're going to polish, like this. Don't use too much. I think I probably got a little bit too much on there right now, but if you put too much, it's just going to go flying all over the place. So I'm going to spread this around quite a bit, work it into the pad a little bit. The only place I'm going to have trouble is this down in here because it's recessed. I might have to do that by hand, or yeah, I guess that's about all I could do, is do it by hand, unless I wanted to take this whole assembly off, which I'm not going to do. So there, I've got it spread around. Let's work it into the plastic a little bit. Get yourself comfortable. I'm a little bit cramped here, but not too bad. Let's get the speed down. Yeah, I'm already splattering a little bit, but that's why we had to take off most of the splatters down there. I'm going to turn the speed up a little bit. When you shut it off, leave it in contact. Otherwise, if you pick it up like this and shut it off, you're going to splatter. Splattering is not too bad. Now, I can still see some of the, well, let's use a microfiber. Let's use our microfiber and see what we got here. Alright, I can still see the biggest pitting is still on there. So what that means is if I wanted to get that biggest pitting, I'd have to go with a coarser compound. But I don't want to get them like brand new. I just want to get them a lot better than what they were. So I'm going to start with that compound, the fine cut, and then I'm going to do the other two. Now, those other two will still get some of these big pits out, but like I said, I don't want to you have to use your judgment really about taking too much of this plastic off, because the more of the plastic you take off, the thinner it gets, the more likely it is to get that cloudiness that happens from the sun, and it could also crack. I'm not taking very much off. I'm kind of liking the way it's looking so far. So let's go up to another compound. I always like to show you side by side. Granted, the lighting is not perfect on both the left side and the right side, but I want to show you the cloudiness of this one that we haven't started on yet. See that? And this one. Oops. Getting some flash. No, there. I guess that's a good shot right there. This one we've done one pass on. So one pass there. Nothing on that one so far. So you can see it's working. Okay, this is the one that was called Micro Finish, the big bottle that I had. It's a little more liquid than the first one. I'm going to spread it around. Remember I told you how to do this, so you don't get too much splatter. And I can do this one standing up. Get that thing out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to take my speed down. I'm just working it in now. I'm going to start getting my feet up. Okay, let's clean that and see what we got.
Fun, intelligent, affordable transportation. That's Fiat. And Kearney Mesa Fiat has a huge selection at low prices. Visit Kearney Mesa Fiat on Convoy at the 52 or kmfiat.com. And from Artemis Research, if you're taking antidepressant medications but still feel depressed, you may qualify for a compensated depression research study. Click dostudies.com.
It may take over an hour just to get home from work, but you can be skiing down the slopes at
I'm blacking the light there. Here, let me get out of the shot.
LAX on Alaska Airlines, and from San Francisco, San Diego, and Orange counties on United Airlines. Now, Mammoth has the most snow in all of the U.S. Lucky for you.
I don't know how good this will show up on your computer screen, but let's.
So close. Time to book your flight at mammothmountain.com. Have you been considering a better education, a better future for your 6th through 12th grader? It's time you discovered the grows. Independent schooling is the...
Going to get pretty sparkly, I think. Okay, Froggy's going to go to the McGuire's plastic polish. Okay, this is the McGuire's. Happens to be blue.
Don't stay in any one spot for a long time. Keep it moving. I'm going to get some speed on this one. That's what it's about.
Okay. My pad's starting to come apart. That's okay, I've got more pads. Yeah, I hit the spot here, a little extra, and I like it. It had a little cloudiness, and it got rid of the cloudiness. And it's looking pretty good. Get a clean rag. Alright, that's about done, but I've got one more thing that I do. Let me get it for you. And this is, let me get it there, I think you should see it there. This is Blue Magic Headlight Lens Sealer. This is something new that I came across recently. You can put it on new lenses if you want to. It seals plastic somehow. It doesn't really tell you what chemicals are in it. It just says petroleum distillates. But it protects especially against UV rays, ultraviolet rays. That's what turns the lenses brown. You got two things that hurt your lenses: the UV rays and then the sand and dirt and rocks and stuff that hit them. So this doesn't help with the rocks or the sand, but this helps with the sort of the environmental or the UV rays and especially. Just says shake it up, spray it on there, spread it with a cloth, and let it dry before, that dries pretty fast. So I'm going to put that on there, and do it right now. Shake it up. Let's see how this goes on. I don't want to get any on the paint. We've got it taped off. Yeah. It's kind of thick. It's so it doesn't run down the lens really fast or anything, but it's like, I don't know how you describe it. It's not really watery, but it's not thick either. Shake it, spray it on, rub evenly across the lens with clean cotton or terry cloth applicator or towel. So that's what we have done. Doesn't really, I guess it soaks in a little bit, but I don't know. It's a protective thing. I don't know if it makes the lens any glossier or clearer, or whether it fills in any little bitty microscopic pits. Maybe it does. But it looks like it went on nice. So there you go. That's Froggy polishing out lenses on a Lexus. If this helps you out, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, post them on my channel. I'll answer the questions. I do that with all questions. And if you like more from Froggy about Lexus or my other vehicles that I service, subscribe to my channel. Hey, see you later, guys and gals. Have a good weekend. Froggy out. Here's one last shot just to show you the side by side. Whoops, too much zoom. So that's the one that I just did, and that's the one that I'm going to do. Let me get the angle the same. I was up here like this. That's your angle. So that's the kind of the cloudy, hazy, foggy one. And there. That's the nice polished one. So, there you go. See ya. Bye-bye. Hey guys and gals, some free extra footage here. I'm going to polish out these, I guess I'd call them running lights, part of the tail light system, I guess. It's not really the brake lights. Not sure. Put something in the comments there if you know what these inside lights are, but I think they're just running lights that light up when the outer lights are also lit up. And I noticed they're a little cloudy, so I'm going to polish them off. I'm just going to hit them a couple of times. I already hit this one once. Going to hit them a couple of times with the extra fine. A couple of times with the headlight lens sealer that I got, the Blue Magic sealer. And I think they're going to look better too. I'm going to tape off the other side actually, so I'll go off camera here for a second. Okay, I got both sides taped off now. I'm going to, I hit it already with my 3M microfine, and this is the Meguiar's, especially for plastics. I know it wants to come. There you go. Come on. Okay. Okay, it's really just an abrasive that's super fine. I don't actually think there's anything special about it for plastic. Now I'm going to go do the other side. I'll take the camera off because I don't want to readjust it. Okay, so what's different on the back is I'm doing a two-step process. Just two levels of abrasion, and then I'm still going to put the headlight lens sealer on there right now, but these don't have any pits on them. It was just cloudiness from ultraviolet rays or ozone or environmental pollutants, acid rain, who knows, you name it. Anyway, they were cloudy. So now I'm going to put the sealant on. I just step off camera and do the other side. it's got a thickness to it, so you know, it's obviously some kind of a chemical thing. Boy, it looks pretty shiny. I'm just taking it now and just kind of finishing it off. It dries pretty fast. Off camera to the other side. Okay, that's it for our sealer. And all that's left is to peel off your masking and then, you know, detail up your bumper and whatever else you might have got a little overspray on. So, no extra charge. That's this little taillight sections here. They look really good. They were pretty cloudy before. Now they kind of match the shininess of the big taillight lens that's inside this clear cover. So there you go. Froggy delivers. See you later, guys and gals.